Okay, in today's lecture, we are going to discuss embryo development, second event of post-fertilization events. Previously, we have discussed your endosperm development. Now, we are going to discuss embryo development. Okay, now if we are talking about your anatropous ovule, which is common in your angiospermic plant, तो micropylar region होगा नीचे and chalazal region होगा आपका ऊपर. So, this is your anatropous ovule, okay, in which this is your micropyle region and this is your chalazal region, as ovule is rotated by 180 degree Celsius, and we very well know that कि यहाँ पे there will be presence of your embryo sac, right? This is your embryo sac, that is your female gametophytes, and fertilization हो गया है, right? तो over here this represents your zygote. ये जो है this represents your zygote. Now I told in previous video that before zygote divide there occurs division of your central cell to form, what is this, to form your endosperm tissue. ये क्या है बेटा जी, endosperm tissue. By this time this antipodal cell and your two synergids are going to disintegrate, वो degenerate हो गए होंगे. So what will be the present, there will be presence of your zygote and this is your endosperm that we have already discussed, right? It may be nuclear type, cellular type, or even it may be halobale type. The purpose of endosperm is to provide nutrition to this developing embryo. Okay, so यहाँ पे आपका एंडोस्पर्म रेडी है. नाउ वी आर फोकसिंग ऑन डिविजन ऑफ दिस zygote which leads to formation of embryo. Okay, so now here I am drawing your zygote. What is this? This represents your zygote. Now what happens, this zygote elongates first. Okay, very first step क्या होने वाला है, this zygote is going to elongate. Can you see this? ये उसका nucleus है बेटा. What will be the ploidy of zygote? Of course, it will be 2n, diploid. Okay, so this zygote elongates and it undergoes unequal transverse cell division. मैंने आपको क्या बोला? It undergoes unequal transverse cell division. ये transverse हुआ, yes, which results in formation of two cells. Of course, the larger cell which is towards your micropyle, this cell is called as basal cell. इसको मैंने क्या बोला? Basal cell, or it is also called as suspensor cell. Okay, ये zygote मैंने उठा के यहाँ पे रखा. This zygote elongates, undergoes transverse division जो unequal है, resulting in formation of two cells, एक छोटा एक बड़ा. The larger cell towards this micropyle, को बोला हमने basal cell और suspensor cell, and towards your chalaza, smaller cell which is called as your terminal cell बोलो इसको आप, और it is also called as your embryo cell. ठीक है, ये zygote ने डिवीजन करा यहाँ पे, ट्रांसवर्स डिवीजन which results in formation of two cell, one towards micropyle को हमने बोला basal and towards chalaza को हमने बोला टर्मिनल को बोला जाता है एम्ब्रियो सेल एंड बेसल को बोला जाता है सस्पेंसर सेल. एम आई क्लियर? सो दिस इज योर टू सेल्ड एम्ब्रियो, एक एंड दो सेल्स है, तो हमने क्या बोला इसको, टू सेल एम्ब्रियो. नाउ लुक केयरफुली व्हाट हैपेंस इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस बेसल सेल. if I am talking about this basal cell undergoes one more transverse division. Can you see? बेसल सेल एक और ट्रांसवर्स सेल डिवीजन करता है which results in formation of two cell, of course, yeah. And if I'm talking about this terminal cell will undergo vertical cell division. Understand carefully. Basal cell undergoes transverse cell division. Your terminal cell, देखो कहीं टेक्स्ट बुक में it is written apical cell, one and the same. Apical cell, terminal cell, embryo cell, one and the same. So if I am talking about this terminal cell which is located towards your chalaza, antipodals, right? This undergoes vertical cell division essay. Again it results in formation of two cell. देखो यहाँ पे I am drawing over here. This is your cell number 1 and this represents your cell number 2, right? So now this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. This 4-celled structure, ये जो 4-cell structure बना इसको बोला जाता है pro-embryo. It is called as your pro-embryo. Simple as that. ये basal cell करेगा transverse, ये terminal cell करेगा vertical cell division to form 1, 2, 3 and 4 cell structure which is called as your pro-embryo. Okay, so this is the structure of your pro-embryo. Now I am focusing on this basal cells. Okay. First, I am focusing on this basal cell, right? Then we will talk about this terminal cell. Now, what happens? This basal cell undergoes, ये जो basal cell होते हैं, they undergoes many transverse division. It will undergo many transverse cell division. ठीक है? To form a mass of cell. Am I clear? Can you see this? Basal cells है 1 के 2, 2 के 4, 4 के 8, like that, right? This undergo your transverse cell division to form your 8 to 10 cells. Now, most importantly, what happens? The last cell, right? This cell is called as your hostorial cell. इसको क्या कहा जाता है बेटा? Hostorial cell. Am I clear? Once again, ये जो basal cell है, it undergoes transverse cell division to form 8 to 10 cells. The cell which is at your micropylar region, है ना? क्योंकि ये ऐसा है हमारा anatropous ovule, right? So the cell which is present at your micropylar region, सबसे नीचे वाला, this one. This cell is called as your hostorial cell. इसको बोला जाता है hostorial cell. ठीक है? Now, and this is called as your suspensor. इसको क्या कहा जाता है? Suspensor. The entire structure is called as suspensor. अब भाई देखो यहाँ पे ऊपर कौन बैठा है हमारा? These are your terminal cells, right? Now, the cell of suspensor, मानिए, correct? The cell of suspensor which is attached with this terminal cell. The cell of suspensor which is attached with this terminal cell is called as your hypophysis. उसको क्या कहा जाता है? Hypophysis. Look once again, ये सबसे नीचे वाला सेल को मैंने क्या बोला? Hostorial cell, and the cell which is in connection with this terminal cell उसको बोला जाता है hypophysis, which later on results in formation of your radicle and root cap. Am I clear? And this structure is called as your suspensor. अब आप मुझे बताओ व्हाट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ दिस सस्पेंसर, ये सस्पेंसर का फंक्शन क्या होता है? वेरी सिंपल, द पर्पस ऑफ दिस सस्पेंसर इज टू पुश embryo upward, is to push embryo upward. Why? क्योंकि बीच में था हमारा सेंट्रल सेल, तो वहां पे there will be presence of your endosperm. And what is endosperm? Endosperm क्या है? आपकी nutritive tissue which provides nutrition to this developing embryo. Am I clear? Now look once again over here. चलो देखो यहाँ पे आप, ये क्या वापस से मैंने बनाया आपका एनाट्रोपस ओव्यूल, राइट? सो दिस इज योर इंटेग्यूमेंट, ओके? नाउ ओवर हियर ये वाला चीज, दिस इज योर एम्ब्रियो सैक, ये क्या है आपका एम्ब्रियो सैक, एंड यहाँ कहीं पे प्रेजेंट होगा आपका जाइगोट, राइट? एंड ओवर हियर देयर विल बी प्रेजेंस ऑफ योर एंडोस्पर्म, ओवर हियर देयर विल बी प्रेजेंस ऑफ योर एंडोस्पर्म. अभी मैंने क्या बताया आपको? दिस जाइगोट undergoes division to form pro-embryo, तो ये मैंने बनाया आपका pro-embryo. Now अभी मैंने आपको क्या पढ़ाया? The basal cell, मानिए this too undergoes transverse cell division to form suspensor, right? तो अब देखो I am making suspensor. What suspensor is doing? Can you see this? What suspensor is doing? Suspensor is pushing this terminal cells which is going to form your embryo. टर्मिनल सेल से क्या बनने वाला है आपका एम्ब्रियो, राइट? सो द पर्पस ऑफ दिस सस्पेंसर इज टू पुश embryo cell upward. Am I clear? So from there they can easily get nutrition which is present in your endosperm. Am I clear? So क्या होता है सस्पेंसर का फंक्शन? कुछ नहीं, सिंपल एज दैट, इट pushes embryo towards endosperm where they obtain nutrition. Okay, so here we have formed your posterior cell and here is your hypophysis. What is hypophysis? The cell which attaches to your terminal cells which results in formation of your radicle and root cap. तो ये हमने बात कर ली यहाँ पे basal cell की. Now let's move on to your टर्मिनल सेल्स और दे आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज योर एम्ब्रियो सेल. यहाँ पे हमने एक वर्टिकल डिवीजन करके रखा है, राइट? वन वर्टिकल डिवीजन इन केस ऑफ योर प्रो एम्ब्रियो शो करा था मैंने आपको, राइट? विच रिजल्ट्स इन फॉर्मेशन ऑफ टू सेल. नाउ दिस रिमेन्स एज सच. इसकी बात हमने खत्म कर ली. नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि first basal cell will divide and then your apical cell will divide. The division occurs simultaneously in both the cells. Okay, so now what happens? This cell once again undergo vertical division. This cell once again undergo vertical division to form four cell structure जिसको आप quadrant भी बोल सकते हो. It is also called as your quadrant. Am I clear? Quadrant, over here I am going to show it like this. This represents your quadrant. Okay, 1 2 3 and 4. ये कौन सा सेल है? This is your hypophysis. This all are your suspensor cell, right? And this is your posterium. मतलब ये चीज will remains the same. वापस से आ जाओ एपिकल सेल पे. This apical cell, terminal cell और embryo cell undergo one more vertical division to form four cell structure जिसको आप बोल सकते हो pro-embryonal quadrant. It is also called as pro-embryonal quadrant. It is also called as pro-embryonal quadrant. Am I clear? Quadrant का मतलब क्या होता है भाई? चार, right? Now this four cell undergoes transverse cell division. ये जो चार सेल है, it undergoes transverse cell division to form 8 cell structure जिसको आप बोलते हो octant. which is called as your octant. Now look, this is the mass of cell which is formed, right? Some cells are present in front of you, some cells are present behind, right? But for ease of our understanding, I am representing all 8 cells over here. All 8 cells over here, okay? Once again, what happens? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, right? यहाँ पे जो डिवीजन हो रहा है वो कैसा होगा बेटा? It will be vertical, right? यहाँ पे जो डिवीजन हो रहा है वो कैसा होगा आपका? Transverse, which results in formation of 8 celled structure, which is called as your octant, pro-embryonal octant. Am I clear? And here I am writing, this is your pro-embryonal, over here I am writing that is your pro-embryonal quadrant. Am I clear? Right? Now what happens? Quadrant mani 4 cells, octant mani 8 cells. Okay. Now for ease of your understanding, I am representing it by taking a structure. Taking this potato. Now look carefully. This is your embryo cell. This is your terminal cell, right? मैंने आपको बोला था this terminal cell will undergo vertical division मानी ऐसा, right? So this results in formation of 2 cell मानी ये this 2 cell. Am I clear? Right? Terminal cell undergoes your, this is your terminal cell and this is your basal cell. जैसे कि मैंने बोला था, it undergoes your vertical division to form 2 cell. ये दो मानी this 2. Am I clear? अब मैंने आपको क्या बोला? The next division will be vertical, right? The next division will be vertical. मानी ऐसे. Once again it will be vertical. Can you see this? Right, which results in formation of 1 2 3 and 4. 1 2 3 and 4 celled structure I am representing over here, जिसको आप बोलते हो quadrant, which is called as your quadrant. Am I clear? अब मैंने आपको बोला next division will be transverse. तो transverse कैसे होगा? Like this. Transverse मतलब like this. So I am making your transverse cell division. ये हो गया आपका transverse cell division. This is 4, this is 4. 4 plus 4, 8. That results in formation of your octant. मैंने आपको बोला था this is mass of cell. This is mass of cell. सारे के सारे cells आपको दिखे is not possible. So for ease of your understanding मैंने यहाँ पे आपको 8 cells draw करके दिखाए हैं, लेकिन actually it looks like this, right? 4 cells and this is your 4 cell. तो ये आपके पास the structure over here is your octant. Is your octant. So over here, one transverse division which results in formation of your octant, right? 8 cells which are arranged in 2 tiers. As you can see, this is your upper tier and this is your lower tier. Am I clear? So in this case, your 8 cells are arranged in 2 tiers. Okay, are arranged in 2 tier. This is your tier 1 and this is your tier 2. As you can see over here, this 4 represents your upper tier and this represents your lower tier. Okay, now this upper tier, okay, I am representing over here. This is your 4 cell structure. This is your 4 cell structure all together. Of course, it is called as your octant. Okay. Now the upper tier, this one, this is called as your epibasal tier. इसको क्या कहा जाता है? Epibasal tier, and this is called as your हाइपोबेजल टायर, ठीक है। ये जो एपीबेजल टायर है, दिस रिजल्ट्स इन formation of plumule and cotyledons. It results in formation of plumule and cotyledons, whereas your hypobasal tire results in formation of hypocotyle except its tip. Except its tip. Okay. Once again, what happens? देखो ये आपका terminal cell. This is your terminal cell. It undergoes two vertical division. It undergoes how many vertical division? Two vertical division to form quadrant, right? This undergoes once transverse division to form octant, to form 8 cell structure which are arranged in two tiers, epibasal and hypobasal. Epibasal forms your plumule and cotyledon. मानिए ऊपर वाला जो है वो it forms your plumule and cotyledon, and नीचे वाला जो है वो it results in formation of your hypocotyle except its tip. Okay, so this is your 8 cell structure, right? Altogether it is called as your octant. Now what happens? This undergoes your periclinal division. It undergoes your periclinal division resulting in formation of outer layer and inner layer. Now what is periclinal division? Periclinal division is nothing but parallel cell division. It is nothing but your parallel cell division. Okay, now look, ये आपका क्या है भाई? Octant. This is your octant, right? This is your upper 4 cells and these are your lower 4 cells. Now what happens? मैंने आपको क्या बोला कि now this undergoes your periclinal division. Periclinal मानी मैंने आपको बोला parallel, ठीक है? So parallel in the sense it will be like this. It will be like this. So over here, right, upper one, right, and this thing. This results in formation of your upper 8 cells. This results in formation of your upper 8 cells. Am I clear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. All together ये कितने cells है बेटा जी? 8 cells are formed. Outer layer and your inner layer. Am I clear? So this is how your 16 cell structure is formed. Upper octant and your lower octant. Outer layer बना and inner layer बना यहाँ पे. Once again, ये आपका 8 cell structure ऊपर 4 थे, नीचे 4 थे, right? ऊपर 4, नीचे 4. Now this undergoes parallel division. Parallel मतलब पेरिक्लाइनल डिवीजन मतलब पैरेलल. तो ऊपर 4 के कितने बने? 8. नीचे भी 4 के कितने बने? 8. सो दिस इज योर अपर ऑक्टेंट, दिस इज योर लोअर ऑक्टेंट, forming 2 layers, outer layer and inner layer. Okay, once again, 16 cell structure, again mass of cell. As such you cannot represent, but for ease of our understanding I am representing over here parallel, right? मतलब parallel मतलब it will be like this, right? तो ऐसे periclinal division होगा which results in formation of total 16 cell. You can see over here, right? This forms your outer layer जिसको आप कहते हो protoderm, or it is also called as your dermatogen. And inner layer forms your procambium and ground meristem. Okay, ये 8 cells का हुआ पेरिक्लाइनल डिवीजन, पैरेलल डिवीजन, जिसकी वजह से आपको मिले 16 cell, upper octant and lower octant which are arranged in outer layer, protoderm, dermatogen, inner layer, procambium, ground meristem. Now look what happens. This protoderm develops epidermis. This procambium develops your vascular strand or stele. Stele क्या है? This we have understood in class 11. And your ground meristem forms your cortex and pith. ये क्या बनाता है बेटा जी आपका cortex and pith. तो ये क्या हो गया आपका embryonic development. अब भाई देखो, at initial stage the embryo looks globular. Can you see this? The embryo looks globular. So इसको कहा जाता है globular embryo. As this division continues, it assumes heart shape. तो इसको कहा जाता है heart shape embryo. And finally you will get mature embryo. फिर जाके क्या मिलता है आपको मैच्योर एम्ब्रियो. बाय द टाइम आपका जो इंटेग्यूमेंट है इट गेट्स कन्वर्टेड इनटू योर सीड कोट, योर ओव्यूल गेट्स कन्वर्टेड इनटू योर सीड, एंड जो आपकी ओवरी वॉल है वो किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है? वो फ्रूट में कन्वर्ट हो जाती है. सो ग्लोब्यूलर, देन इज योर हार्ट शेप, देन इज योर मैच्योर एम्ब्रियो. So this is the structure of your mature dicot embryo. ठीक है. So this is the structure of your mature dicot embryo. अभी मैंने आपको बोला था it goes through series of changes, globular, heart shape, then we will get mature dicot embryo. Okay. Now if you are talking about this dicot embryo, so it have embryonal axis. It consists of embryonal axis, and of course it is having two cotyledons. Right? So a dicot embryo consists of embryonal axis and two cotyledons. Okay. Now the part of the structure which is present above embryonal axis, the structure which is present above embryonal axis को कहा जाता है एपिकोटाइल. It is called as epicotyle, and this epicotyle terminates into a structure called as plumule. This epicotyle terminates into a structure called as plumule, and you people very well know that plumule is responsible for giving rise to shoot system. Okay. So embryonal axis above structure is called as epicotyle, which terminates into plumule. Now the region below embryonal axis, मानी नीचे, is termed as hypocotyle, which terminates into radical or root tip. Okay, which terminates into radical or root tip, and mostly the root tips are protected by root cap, as they are very delicate meristematic zone, तो उसका protection तो बनता है, right? And this is done by our root cap. Now this is the overall structure of your dicot embryo. You need to show me notes. You need to WhatsApp me by today.